very cold, very, very wet. Nothing very different than what we're used to in Cullowhee. I would have started in the hallway, but I didn't want to disturb any of the other guests by yelling at them through their doors. All of these steps feel very, very familiar to walking under Belk. So a lot of the doors of the castles don't really agree with me. In the 1960s, there were still lords. Lord, I don't remember the name.
Hi, my name is Keaton Shaw, and I am a senior saxophone performance major in the WCU School of Music. And I have been a member of POTM for 4 seasons, ever since the fall of 2019 up until this past fall of 2022. If you didn't already know, which you probably already do, the Pride is actually gearing up to take on Ireland next spring in 2024, which is going to be an extremely exciting trip. But something that I'm very grateful and honored to get to do is to go ahead of the band this spring in 2023 and scope out the trip, do a lot of the same events, and spend over an entire week in Ireland. So follow me along on that journey.
We have just landed in the very familiar weather of Dublin, Ireland. It's very cold, a little windy, and very, very wet. So nothing very different than what we're used to in Cullowhee, but the environment is definitely a little bit different. There's some exotic creatures wandering about. Not native to Ireland, but they sure are at the Malahide Castle. So we have finally gotten to Limerick, Ireland, which is in the southeastern portion of the island. I thought it would be fun to do a hotel room tour. So this is what the single room looks like. You walk in the entrance here. I would have started in the hallway, but I didn't want to disturb any of the other guests by yelling at them through their doors. As you walk in the door, you have your light switches. There's a bathroom here. Closet space. Upon entering the room, you have to turn on the electric. Lovely king-size bed. Lots of storage, actually. And then outside of the window here, we have a very cloudy but still beautiful view of the Shannon River. So that is my room at the Clayton Hotel in Limerick, Ireland. We have just made it to the iconic cliffs of Moher on our first full day here in Ireland. This is the first day that we've actually woken up in the country, despite having been traveling for over 24 hours. It's a very, very, very beautiful place. The fog has lifted a little bit and you can start to see the cliffs right there. But we got some really cool images here. It's really cool things for fundraising, and so that's been really exciting. Also very out of breath because even though I am missing classes this week, all of these steps feel very, very familiar to walking under Belk, so it feels right at home. We just finished climbing down from the Blarney Castle. So these are the turrets. It's the like this part that goes around the entire top of the castle. All of the undersides of these turrets, the gaps in between the turret and the castle, are hollow. So that's so that they could like throw things out of the edge of the turrets, I assume, for invaders and things like that. And the weather has taken quite a change. I know it still looks very cloudy, but the fact that there's any blue at all back there is actually pretty rare. A lot of the doors, especially in the spiral staircases of the castles, don't really agree with me. So I'm gonna try to kind of hunker down in here. I am fully crouched.